Out Loud event. We're so honored that you're taking the time to speak to us. So great. And
oh, thank you. I'm honored to be with you and
and
excited.
And we're so excited. We loved you on MSNBC as an analyst. We even did a story about you, as you know. But now you have all kinds of new exciting things going on. And so this year we've had the first female vice president. Might be some nice symmetry having the first female mayor of New York City. What do you think?
I think it's time. I think it's past time. So yeah, absolutely. And I'm so excited about Vice President Kamala Harris.
Yes, that must mean a lot. It means a lot to all of us, I think. It's just, I'm not sure if I was going to live to see it, but now we got to have the president, right?
And I wore my purple.
Oh, just for her. Yes, that great purple. We did a story about her purple coat and all the coats. So why could New York use a woman running it?
You know, look, we are in a historic crisis. It is a crisis that has laid bare so much of what was broken and so many people who were hurting even before COVID struck. But that means we need a change maker. And who makes change? Women make change, particularly when we're in a time when we have to pull together. And the divisions that we've seen as a result of Donald Trump and Trumpism, because it isn't just Donald Trump, right? As we saw with the insurrection on January 6th, that horrifying insurrection. But the truth is we have these divisions in all of our communities, and we're not immune in New York either. So we have to have leadership that calls us together for a higher purpose, and it's a purpose where we're going to create a path to prosperity for all of us.
And do you think women are especially suited to kind of bringing people together?
I do. And it's not because women are soft and touchy-feely. You know, that's the stereotype.
Right.
It's because we listen and we recognize that in order to do big, bold things, we have to actually do them in collaborative ways. And that's not softness, that's smarts. And I think that's what we bring, right? And we don't have the ego investment in being right, because that's what gets us people like Donald Trump. Our investment is in people, in families, in community, and in making sure we're all taken care of. And we know that to do that, we got to partner. And that's what we need in these times of division, these times of crisis, these times of humanitarian pain. So many people hungry, so many have lost family members. So we need that. We need that.
And do you feel like that this is going to be we're in a new era where women are rising and women are claiming their power?
Absolutely. We tired. Look, you know, I was like, I've been saying this to folks. It's like, you know, we are the cavalry in a crisis. We are the cavalry in a crisis. We're the defenders of democracy. We're queens until we demand to be recognized for our qualification. And I think we're just done. We're tired. We've seen too much tragically failed male leadership, and we're not standing for it anymore. And we're recognizing, you know, I always quote Shirley Chisholm, which is also where the purple comes from, because she said it. She said, look, you can whimper and complain on the sidelines, or you can make progress by implementing ideas. And I think women are claiming that power that Shirley Chisholm was such a vocal proponent of, which is to get off those sidelines, start implementing the ideas, and we do it together.
Yeah, and I read that some of the countries that have been dealing with COVID in the best way are led by women. And I mean, do you think that's a coincidence, or is this what you're talking about here?
This is what I'm talking about here, because what do you do? Like, we're looking right now at vaccine rollout and what a disaster it has been in far too many cities, and certainly in New York City, right? Where we're hearing that while the communities that lost the most folks and have had the highest COVID rates are not getting the vaccine. And that is fundamentally about a failure. Some of that is a failure of planning. Some of that is a failure of partnership, of recognizing that the folks who know how to get the information out to folks who are low income, who are essential workers, who may be struggling to manage to get enough food on the table for their families to eat, how to reach them, how to make sure they know the services are available when they don't have technology, to sign up for an appointment. Like, it's women who figured that out. It's part of what we saw with the testing crisis. And normally, if we make a mistake or we see a failure, we fix it. We don't let it happen again. We use it as an opportunity to get better. But partnering with communities is a big way we do that. And I think it's one of the reasons in a crisis like COVID, you saw women leadership, because it was calling folks together, it was getting them on plan, it was getting them working together and getting it done.
Yes, and so many of these essential workers are women, and women in our age group, or all age groups really, but we're at the 45 plus age group. So I like to say that we have something even more special to offer, because we've had so much experience, and we now have a chance to use all that we've learned over our lives and contribute. So, and I don't know if you have seen that too, women this age who have something special to offer.
Yeah, I think so much of what it means to be a woman of our ripeness is that we've been through it, number one, right? We've been through it because we are a generation of women who hit the glass ceiling, who had to manage aging parents and take care of small children and work and be the paycheck in the household, because we have families that haven't been able to afford to live without two paychecks often, and sometimes single parents, and that we've been through it and we know how to do it. And at this age, one of the wonderful things about this age is, and I see it with my own two daughters who are 20 and 17 now, but they're their own fierce leaders in the world, which both gives me a lot of inspiration and a lot of energy and a lot of hope, but it also frees me up. I mean, I think for so many of us, we're at an age where we're freed up to lean into the leaders we are, and then we're able to claim that mantle. And it's a wonderful, wonderful place to be.
Yes, it is. I mean, and that's one thing I say about Next Tribe readers and followers is we're not sorry for ourselves. We're not like, well, we're getting older. We're like, yeah, we're here. Listen to us. I just turned 60 and I'm like, I guess I could maybe be taken seriously now, finally.
Yeah.
But, and our tagline is age boldly. We're always telling people to age boldly. And I wonder what that might mean to you.
Yeah. Look, I'm running to be the next mayor of New York City, the largest city in the country, not just the largest city in the country. It's as large as the city of Los Angeles, the city of Houston, and the city of Chicago combined.
Oh my gosh.
Combined. And we have never had a woman mayor in our history. 109 mayors. We are 52% of the population. We do all the work to run this dang city, and yet we have never sat in the big chair. And part of this aging with boldness for me is the deep privilege that this stage of my life gives me to contest that, to say that is wrong. And we are going to change it, but we're going to change it for all the right reasons, which is about our people. It's not about power, it's about people. And that's why women do things. And that's what the boldness of this wonderful age that I am loving, that I am embracing. I'm enjoying my kids, and it gives me the freedom to say, I'll serve because I can now.
Yeah.
If my kids were younger, I wouldn't be.
Well,
I'd be taking care of my kids.
Yep. So that's true too. This stage when your kids are at a different point, can take care of themselves more. I always think of it, it's like my second 20s or something, like I've kind of finished all the hard work of raising kids. And now it's like, I have this.
I love that. I'm going to use this as my second 20s.
My second 20s when I'm figuring.
It might be my third 20s, but that's cool. That's good. We're good for that.
So what would you say, but in closing, we have a lot of people here tonight. what would you say to them if they're trying to figure out what the next chapter in their life is going to look like?
Just embrace it. Embrace it. Lean into it. Don't be afraid of it. Whatever it is that your passion is telling you to pursue, do it. Do it because you should, because it's calling you. I got called into this race. I didn't think, if I thought about it rationally, I wouldn't be running. But I allowed my passion to call me, and I don't know how it's going to end, but I know and feel deeply it's the right thing to do. And I just invite all of you to this joy of pursuing your passion.
Oh, that's great. I love that. And also that feeling of giving things a try, doing your best, even though it might not work out, you always have that knowledge that you did your best, you made your effort, you contributed what you could. And really, you're a great model for that. And we just love having you here. And I want to remind everyone that Maya has a booth here at this virtual event, and you can go in and talk to some people or learn more about her. And yes, there's a place for some donations, because we know everybody who's running for office needs a little help. And you're getting towards the June primary, right? It's in June.
June 22nd. We're in a 5-month sprint.
Oh my gosh. Wow. So we have a lot of New Yorkers here and in our group. And I know that I've already talked to some of them. They love you. So we are going to keep an eye on you, and we're going to be rooting for you. And all we can say is go, Maya, go.
I'm going, and we're going to go together. Whatever happens, we always do. And I am so grateful to all of you. I'm so grateful to be here. I just wish we were in person so we could be hugging. But
next time we will. We'll be up in New York, another live.
Yes, we want you in New York.
When you're the mayor, we'll kind of come and pay homage.
And have a big party.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Maya. Take care.
Be well. It was wonderful to be with you.
Yes, same here. Bye-bye.